Attention passionate and loyal Cleveland Browns fans. A major update is coming straight out of the AFC North, and it could seriously shift the course of the upcoming season. Something big is brewing, a quiet turning point that might change the balance of power in the division for years to come, and the team that could come out on top. Our beloved Cleveland Browns. But before we dive into the details, if you're a true Browns fan, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help strengthen this orange and brown brotherhood. Share this video with your friends and family. Together, let's hit that 1,000 subscriber milestone and keep raising the voice of the dog pound even higher. Now, let's get to the good part. The Cleveland Browns quarterback saga continues to grow. The latest chapter involves Kenny Pickett, who was the first quarterback signed by the Browns at the start of free agency. After him, Joe Flacco arrived before the draft, followed by the selection of rookies Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. At the moment, according to inside sources, the expected starter, despite Kevin Stefanski stating that it would be an open competition, is Joe Flacco, due to his successful tenure with the Browns in 2023. However, a few weeks ago, Browns wide receiver Diontae Johnson revealed that Cleveland's head coach expressed the preference for Kenny Pickett, so the controversy has not subsided. It is worth remembering that Kenny Pickett was a first-round pick by the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2022. In 2 years, he has started 24 games. After those 2 seasons, he was sent to the Philadelphia Eagles, where he became a Super Bowl champion as Jalen Hurts' backup. Terry Bradshaw criticized the Steelers for passing on Kenny Pickett. The Steelers selected Kenny Pickett in the first round of the 2022 draft, a class that was short on talented quarterbacks. The pick drew mixed reactions, so patience was limited, and that's exactly how things turned out. That's why 4-time Super Bowl champion and Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw criticized Pittsburgh for how it handled the Pickett situation. Buckle up, because what's happening right now in the Browns quarterback room is nothing short of fascinating, maybe even historic. As we all know, the quarterback position is the beating heart of any NFL franchise. It's the player who carries the weight of a winning season, and here in Cleveland, this position has been marked by instability, restarts, and a fair share of drama over the years. But this offseason, the situation is hotter than ever. Right now, the Browns have 4 quarterbacks on their roster, and that level of depth alone is enough to raise eyebrows among analysts and fans alike. Kenny Pickett, a former first-round pick from the Pittsburgh Steelers who arrived with big expectations and holds a 15-10 record as a starter. Joe Flacco, a veteran warrior, Super Bowl champion, and one of the most experienced minds among active QBs. Dillon Gabriel, a 2025 third-round pick who's been turning heads with flashes of talent during training camp. And the latest addition, Shedeur Sanders, the college football star out of Colorado Buffaloes, packed with charisma, raw potential, and a last name that carries serious weight, even though he's just getting started in the league. This mix of youth, experience, and upside makes the Browns QB situation one of the most strategic puzzles in the NFL. One thing's clear, there's not room for everyone, and behind the scenes, the league is buzzing with trade rumors. And right in the middle of the speculation, Kenny Pickett, despite his youth and decent track record, sources close to the organization, like Browns insider Nathan Zegura, suggest Pickett is being floated as a trade piece. And the team reportedly interested in making a move is none other than the New Orleans Saints. The connection here? Kellen Moore, the Saints' new head coach and former offensive coordinator for the Eagles, where he helped shape talents like Jalen Hurts. Moore has publicly admired Pickett's skill set in the past, and now, with control in New Orleans, he might see the young QB as the answer to a lingering problem. The Saints have struggled to find stability at quarterback since Drew Brees retired. They've tried everything: Taysom Hill, Derek Carr, rookie experiments, but nothing has fully stuck. Right now, their top option seems to be rookie Tyler Shaw, but let's be honest, he's unproven. And the team is looking for more consistency. That's where Pickett enters the conversation. Zegura suggests that if things don't go as planned with Shaw in New Orleans, the Saints could pursue a trade for Pickett and potentially give him the starting role. And honestly, it makes sense. Pickett is young, experienced, and still developing. Plus, his familiarity with Kellen Moore's style could help him adapt faster to a leadership role in New Orleans. Of course, the Saints would have to give something up, likely draft picks or valuable assets, but from Cleveland's perspective, this could open up exciting possibilities. With Pickett gone, Joe Flacco could slide into the starting role. bringing his leadership and experience to guide a young group of QBs. Flacco has been in the league a long time. Even at 39, he's proven he can step in and manage a game when needed. He's not the long-term answer, but he's a trusted bridge, a mentor, a steady backup. Then there's Dylan Gabriel, the promising third-rounder drawing attention in off-season workouts. He's shown flashes of playmaking ability, and the Browns may view him as a future starter, or at least a high-upside backup. And we can't forget about Shedeur Sanders, the college football sensation from Colorado. He's still raw, but his talent and energy have already made him one of the most intriguing rookies of the draft class. It may take a few years before he's ready to seriously compete. But the Browns' QB room is stacked with potential dots, so what does this all mean? Cleveland has options, real ones, and those options may lead to trades or roster moves. If they deal Pickett, it could be a strategic step toward acquiring draft capital or reshaping the offense. If they keep him, Flacco could serve as the veteran leader while Gabriel or Sanders develops behind the scenes. Cleveland has been on the verge of something special for a few seasons now. Since the arrival of Deshaun Watson, expectations have soared. Fans are dreaming of playoff wins, Super Bowl appearances, and finally lifting that long-awaited trophy. But the quarterback position has remained a constant question mark. Watson's suspension and injuries left the team scrambling at key moments, and now the Browns are trying to secure their future at the most critical spot on the field. The 2023 season was a roller coaster. There were high points, but inconsistency at quarterback made it hard for the team to sustain momentum. They finished with a respectable record, but many fans felt they could have gone further with more stability under center. That's why this offseason is so crucial. GM Andrew Berry and head coach Kevin Stefanski aren't content with being average. They know that to compete with the top teams in the AFC, they need clarity and confidence at quarterback. Let's not forget the Browns' long, bumpy QB history, from Bernie Kosar to Tim Couch, Derek Anderson, the Baker Mayfield era, and even Baker's revival with the Rams. Browns fans have seen it all, but in today's NFL, the trend is clear: mobile, dual-threat quarterback.